Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, baby. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm coming. I'm coming. Don't you rush me like that. How's everybody going? How's everybody doing? How's everybody going? Here I come. Here I come, baby. Yes, sir. Let's go, y'all. Had to send some invites to some new folk. Everybody that's coming in, would you please invite some folk on? Let them know that King Hulk is on live on YouTube. Who act like they don't want to come in because they ain't hear me say nothing. On Facebook, what's going on? How y'all doing? Who's acting like I ain't on here? I'm only going to be here for 15 minutes because I'm going to go help my dear, beautiful 85-year-old mother move a bed out of her one room because she has a new bed being delivered tomorrow. So I could let the people who's delivering the bed take care of it, but that's mama. What's going on, Cage 5? Run it up. Run it up. You dig? Run it up. Run it up. Run it up. Run the hearts up. Run the hearts up. Hit the screen. Run up. Come on. All right, Instagram. Let folks know we on. Everybody on Facebook, let folks know we on. And YouTube. It is your king, baby. You dig? You ain't my king. Jesus is my king. You see, you don't even read your Bible because you know Jesus. You know that he's the seed of David, who was a king. Cracks me up how everybody wants to get very spiritual, very biblical when it comes to them not being submissive to what the Bible say. And then you want to sit up there and act like I don't know Bible. Child, please, girl, go somewhere. All right, this platform is out for any man at all. So if you're a man on my platform, get the hell off. Bye. See you later. Follow. Boom. Go. Go on. Get. This ain't for y'all. All of my platform are for women only to bring joy, peace, restoration, healing in your mind, healing in your heart, healing in your soul, healing in your finances. All right? Because men have, yes, including me, have done some dumb stuff down through the past. Pray to be safe. Down to the past of our lives. And really messed up some of y'all women. So my job as an alpha male king is to bring some truth, some integrity, some character, some laughter, some fun, some turning you on. Hopefully I turn some of y'all off. That's cool. Because I like rejection. Rejection is for my protection. I am not meant for everybody. Yay, if I'm not meant for you. That's good. Because what I am not is what most of you all are, unfortunately, and that is. And I ain't talking to the ones that's not, that this doesn't fit. But to all of y'all that got something smart to say, you're miserable, you're tired, you're broke. Don't even try to come back. Clap back on that. Because you are. Because I've been doing this for so long, I know signs. See, I ain't colorblind. I know when somebody ain't got nothing good to say and I always want to talk about somebody and come on people's lives or come in people's life and try to ruin it, it's because their life is just messed up. You know, all of us had a mother and father that taught us this. You ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing good at all. All right? So all of you men, get off my platform because you're the only one that troll me. Now you ladies, I understand that some things I say could be kind of controversial. Engage with me, talk with me, because my job is really to heal you. I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, even though sometimes things can be said that can be taken out of context or sometimes be the truth that can sometimes hurt your feelings. But I'm trying to heal. And sometimes to heal, you got to do a little hurt. You got to get that old pus out of there so that the wound can heal properly. Men are not perfect as well as women are not. But I will say this because I see my mother go through this, and I see the majority of the women that I've had to protect down through the years of my life, you all have had a lot more of suffering and a lot more hurt that you've had to deal with than men have. Men have had it. There's been women that have did some really foul stuff to some good men. But on the overall, you all have went through some really, really traumatic stuff. So hopefully I'm bringing some kind of hope and some understanding. And one day I might do it like a question and answer thing. You ask a question or you want to talk about something that you went through as a person with someone else. And you're trying to figure out why they put you through what they put you through and why did you have to go through what you went through. And, you know, there is some reasons of certain things. Like this, for example. I'm not going to do that today because I got to get to my mom's answer, right? Like, for example, most of y'all that ever had a man that was not emotional, okay? He was not emotionally in tune with you. He was good at going to work. He was good at, coming home, stuff like that. But as far as really outside of sex, he didn't know how to emotionally connect with you, right? He didn't know how to really, really just gel. That's one of the areas that y'all struggled with. And it ended up pouring over into other areas because you didn't feel that connection and you didn't feel like there was any value to you all's relationship, because every time outside of sex, when you try to emotionally, through communication, through just sitting down, just even holding, hugging, that just wasn't what you did. And why is that? And some psychiatrists will tell you, or psychologists will tell you, psychologists will tell you that it's because of mother issues or childhood abandonment and all that. And some of that is very true. A lot of that, especially back in the 80s and 90s, was true. But that doesn't so play today. What plays today is the disconnection from being community, being involved with more than just yourself. Because socially, and even us as a group of people, and even those of us that's here in America especially, everyone subscribes into texting and to emailing and to IG and Snapchatting, Facebook and TikToking, where there is no real socialization with human contact. Unfortunately, women, how that plays in men is totally different than what it plays in women. Because once a man disconnects from being sociable or being held accountable even to another man, as far as his friends, his brother, his cousin, what happens is we become hermits, and then we become protectors of our space, right? That when we say we want to date you, we want to love you, we do, but we don't know how to be emotionally attached because we have emotionally detached from society. When you do not allow a man to be able to, before he gets to you, and this is all before he starts dating you, when a person, or man, or mother, or any situation does not allow that man to be expressive in all areas of life, to learn how to deal with conflict, to learn how to deal with consequences, to learn how to deal with responsibility and accountability, that all he has to do is just think about me, myself, and I. He becomes selfish. And the worst man to ever date or marry or to have sex with or to be involved with is a man that's all about himself. When the whole world that he creates is about him, how he feels, what he goes through, what he desires, what he wants. And that's all that the whole situation is revolving around. That is the most dangerous man ever. He's worse than a narcissist. He's worse than a liar. He's worse than an abuser, because that's what he will end up becoming. He will become a liar. He will become a narcissist, and he will become an abuser, because all he knows about life is just about himself. If it doesn't profit him, if it doesn't benefit him, then he's going to end up acting out in anger. He's going to end up saying some things. He might even go to a point to where he ends up, unfortunately, becoming physical. I had to learn this even by myself because, unfortunately, my brother and my sister, they ran away from home early. I was raised as like an only child in my home, in my mom's home, because I was the last. I was the baby boy. And being in that, the interaction between, actually, my sister and I was more like she was like a second mother. Because my mother owned her own business. She sometimes worked late hours. So my sister had to take over the job of my mother in some aspects. My brother was in and out of the house. You know, he was thievery. He was stealing from my mom. He was stealing from my sister. And so our relationship was kind of like really strained for a while, because I seen how my mother hurt and longed for my brother and her to have a good relationship and to have a loving relationship, but they just didn't. The relationship that they had was he was very angry at my mother about some things that he never just sat down and talked to her about because of the lack of communicating. And that was the kind of the birth of men not sitting at the table, sons not sitting down and talking to the father, not talking to mother. Everything was kind of, you handle it, you deal with it, go to your room kind of syndrome kind of thing. My mom kind of started doing that with me also. And in the beginning it wasn't that way. But as time went on and responsibility got big, a lot of her me time, a lot of her time was taken out on us by saying, leave me alone, go handle it, you guys are smart, you know how to read, you know how to write, stop acting like you don't. And a lot of it was just us reaching out for attention. And that's when all of that kind of birthed out in the 80s and the early 90s. What we end up having now in the 2000s, and now especially in 2024, we have a lot of men, ladies, who do not know how to be in tune to their own emotions. So if you're a very emotional person, very clingy person, a person that likes to be hands-on, one of your love languages could be physical touch. Another one of your love languages could be acts of services. But with him, his love language is food. You cook him some food, you give him some coochie, everything is cool. That's a night and day situation. It's workable, it's doable, and it's healable. But you cannot become the predator to his vulnerability. Neither can he become the axe and the hammer to you trying to break in and to show him how much you can really love him from an emotional place. And because sometimes the unlearned ability or the unlearned skills that some men do not have, they are unlearned in having skills to be developed beyond home, because now they have their home with you, they now treat you like you're the reason why they don't have this skill or they don't have this part of them. And unfortunately, you become the recipient of a cold-hearted man. And I think one of the worst things that anybody can deal with, male or female, is a cold-hearted man. You know, we have what they call cold-hearted killers and stuff. These are people who do stuff without any sense of being, any awareness of any feeling. And unfortunately, some women have not knowingly end up engaging with someone who is a cold-hearted man. He has no ability at this moment to be in tune with his feelings. So actually, ladies, he has no way of being in tune with you. Because life is only about himself. Okay? And he's dull and numb in some areas that he don't even know how to love himself, so he damn well ain't gonna know how to love you. And just like the old school saying used to be that we cannot be rescuers of women, we're always rescuing you, H, N with the E. You cannot always rescue the nigga. Your coochie ain't good enough, your love ain't good enough, your cooking ain't good enough, your submissiveness is never going to be good enough, because that is not the thing that he needs to be cultivated in him. He needs him, independent of what you do or not. He needs to start cultivating in him the same thing that y'all women are blasting Facebook and all social media on is, I know my value. I know my worth. Queen, get your crown, queen. Don't make sure your crown don't tip. And all that is cute and all that is great, but you ain't the one tipping your crown. You ain't the one that's devaluing yourself. And you're not. You just really want to be loved. You just really want to be embraced. You really want to be protected. Not just from outside environment stuff, but you want to be protected from emotional things that don't come with just menopause and periods. Sometimes they just come with life. And if you cannot be vulnerable with the man you're trying to build something with, then who the hell can you be vulnerable with? I found out in counseling with a lot of women that the reason why a lot of them did cheat and go to another person because they just felt like the other person was able to add to them the value of not showing them love, but being able to understand that they needed to feel safe. And so this other person made them feel safe. Safe to be them. Safe to say something without always having to be barked back at. Well, what you talking about? Walked up on. Told a man that's in my counseling session, one of the wrong things, one of the worst things you can do to a woman is walk up on her like she's a man. just because you want to see her do this. You're breaking her, bro. You're breaking her. Lions do not break their lionesses because they need their lionesses to stay fierce to go fight and to hunt. Lions will keep in check that den. But lions don't break the den. You can't break your home. And if you're a dude that's want to stay on this live, then listen to what I'm saying without any reply. I don't need your reply, bro, if it ain't going to be uplifting. Because see, this is what men get offended. Because you want to talk about what the woman is doing, but you got to remember, the woman many times only birthing what we have impregnated her with. We being man. So if she's being ornery and ungrateful, disrespectful, you might not even put her there. She's birthing some situations from the past because she stayed pregnant until she got to you. And I don't really subscribe to this. I really don't really buy into this whole thing. But I do know, I do see the necessity of it, that some women left a past relationship pregnant and didn't know it, went into a new relationship and started showing, and that ain't that nigga's baby. But because now you don't get caught up in love and he loves you, you done birthed out a whole nother situation from some nigga who didn't care about you, and now it's birthed into this new situation, and the new guy's like, what the hell's going on? Because you wasn't honest that you came into the marriage or the relationship pregnant already. You hid the baby. You hid the drama. You hid the trauma. And now you're into this new situation and you're birthing something, and now you feel relieved because you're not in an environment where you love this guy, but you don't realize you done birthed this last situation into your new home, into your new guy, into this new situation. Now when problems arise and arguments popping up, this nigga don't even know why you tripping. You don't know why he hollering and going off on you. It's because y'all niggas raising a bastard child. You raising a baby that ain't his. You don't know who the baby daddy is because you have went into too many relationships and situations too fast, too soon. That's the reason why we tell you that you need to get wise counsel before you even start talking about marriage and all that kind of stuff. And y'all stop always letting a nigga say hello to you means he want to marry you. That don't mean he want to marry you. And y'all stop hiding your man from your pastors, from your leaders, from your fathers. You want to introduce us to him after you done gave him the box, he done moved into the house, you done sat up here and fell in love with him, he loves you, so that if we do give you, say, hey, this ain't the one, you so in love with him. See, you think entanglement and soul ties, once again, is having sex. There is not one biblical scripture that can ever back up a preacher who preaches that lie, that when you have sex with somebody, you are tying your soul with them. No, physical sex and physical sex equal physical sex. How you soul tie is when you give your soul to another. And that's why the Bible says this, that you can even think to be with someone else that you ain't supposed to be with, and you already committed the act because you have soulishly released yourself to be with another. So you ain't even got to touch a boo, baby, to be tied to a woman. That's why some of y'all have fantasies of people that you ain't even ever met. Y'all love Chris Brown like he Jesus Christ himself, and you ain't never met this nigga. Then you go pay to see him and pay another $1,000 or $2 to have backstage to take a picture of him holding your butt, grabbing your cooch. Now your man about to leave you because you don't let another nigga gawk you because he's Chris Brown, because in your head, that's your baby daddy. Nigga, you ain't even touch Chris. He don't even know you. But your soul is tied to whatever he say, whatever he do, you follow it. That's why Charles Manson was so powerful, because he got into the souls of these people, not into the bodies of these people. That's a whole nother teaching. And you're trying to figure out why some of these men have done what they've done is because you have been with unlearned men. I told you there is no course in high school in my clothes. There's no course in high school, there's no course in college that teaches us relationship. You know when you learn relationship? When you get in it and when you come to my couch. That's when you learn about relationship. When you get into the relationship, then you have to wing it. You try to do like your mom and dad, like you see your papa. Well, my papa, nigga, I ain't married. You ain't married to your papa. So I bring your daddy and your granddad up in my house. My name is not Mr. Johnson. Are you understanding what I'm telling you? So you have to wing it and figure it out and all that. And then you start learning about relationship. And then when it gets too bad and the judge orders you to come to counseling, or somebody who's trying to save a relationship want to go to counseling, then you learn some more principles of it. That's why you should have learned about it before you got in it. And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, they don't teach it in high school, which they should. They dang well don't teach it in college. But they prepare you in high school and they prepare you in college to have a family. Where's the course? And y'all want to put it all on the church and the poor pastor. You don't even go to church that much to even learn it. And if we charge you, oh, would be the God if we charge you for it. So since y'all pay a college, we ought to have a course in high school, because that's when you lose your virginity, most of us have, and that's when you fall in love. You gotta have them. Dad, I gotta have her. I gotta have her. One of my sons, man, wish to God, boy, I can go back and I would have pushed him right back in his mama. This Negro was having us, going to, man, we went through some hell with this last, over a girl. And I just asked this nigga about 2 years ago, hey, what that chick at that you had us following you in the snow, had to call the police, I had to simply jack you up. What's she at? Oh, daddy, like you said, she wasn't no good. Nigga, she wasn't no good for 2 years. You couldn't live with. You was willing to drop out of high school for this nappy head heifer who was white. You was willing to let, and I ain't being racist, I'm being real racist. You was willing to let a white girl make you leave your mom and daddy's teaching, and that heifer ain't nowhere around? Oh, no, hell no. I told him, no, nigga, you supposed to go back and find her and marry her. All the hell you put us through? She my daughter-in-law. I put investment in that. Over 10 grand of court costs. You better believe it. That's my daughter-in-law for the rest of her life. She just don't know it. She got a black daddy-in-law. Because there is no teaching. Even though me and his mama taught him and trying to teach him and his brothers, there's no course. There's no teaching that they teach our children this in high school. You know who teach our children in high school? The nigga who's trying to hit your daughter. And if you went to high school, and I was in high school in 87, 88, and your daughter went to my school, she 9 times got hit by me. Oh yeah, I had a black book and I was putting notches. That's where your daughter learned about sex and about relationships and about a no good nigga from me. Because I was really a no good nigga in high school. I was light skinned with good hair too. I was in the band. Oh yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. That's why I'm doing these platforms now. To teach you, that wasn't right. I shouldn't have did that. But I was doing what my brother taught me. I was doing what my uncle taught me. Run through them, dawg. They silly anyway, dawg. Go get all that you can. We letting our uncles who ain't married and our brothers teach us how to deal with a woman. Really? And then your daddy gonna lie to you because he ain't telling you everything he done put your mama through. Because it gotta look good for the kids. Now we gotta present this good for the kids. No, tell them kids the truth. Tell them kids the truth. Because you got these kids raising up thinking that this is how their home is supposed to be, and they ain't looking like this because you're not telling them how you made it look like a facade. You ain't even telling them how to even make it look like make it look like it's decent. They don't know that. They don't know them skills. So woman, that's why. Because these men have not been taught and tutored. Not the right way. And by the time y'all bring them to a pastor, or bring them to church, or bring them to a counselor, it's 2 beatings too late, 3 cheatings too late, 4 with other baby mamas too late. And it's like, dang. And then you go right back into the cycle and keep repeating. But somebody gonna have to stand up and stop this bullcrap. Point back in period. And read some of these comments. I'm like, I can't go talk to my mama because my mama loves me. You play the trumpet, okay, all right. God would have you blowing something. Yep. Thank you. That was your daughter. I'm so sorry, but guess what? She got a good baby daddy. I probably got her pregnant. Don't come at me unless y'all playing. I'm playing too. Don't deal with me. I told you I'm 54. I say what I want to say now. Shoot. Your baby like a monkey. Where'd you get that baby from the zoo for? Take that baby right back. I ain't got to tell you that the baby look cute no more than nothing. All right, hopefully, that's a lot of comments. Thank y'all. All right, thank y'all. All right, appreciate you all. Hey, y'all have a great day. I'm just going to have my mom out. She got a twin bed. Baby, them people coming tomorrow to live mama your bed, your mama's bed. Yes, ma'am. I sure wish that one of my sons would come over here and move that bed for me. I said, Mama, they bring the new bed right here. Oh, they'll move the old bed. Oh, okay, well, I'm on my way. Really? Mm-hmm. I wish I could put y'all live too. I'm going to grab that bed with one hand, pick it up, take it over there, put it in another room, place it. Take the frame with one hand, place it. And she's going to say, thank you, baby. She's going to give you this big old hug. Mama, so I'm going to think, Mama, you know what I'm telling my mama? I am so sorry that I ran away every man who wanted to marry you. Because my mother didn't get married for years because I told her she couldn't. I said, man, I don't trust no nigga trying to be with my mama. And I used to tell them deacons. And she would say, well, one of the deacons at the church, I said, who is it? And after that second time, she wouldn't tell me no more. Because I would call down and say, Deek, yeah, talk to my mama again, bro. I promise to God I'm going to come. I'm going to deal with you. Don't talk to my mama. Okay, brother, yeah, yes. Do not talk to my mother. She don't need you. We good. Whatever she need, she got 3 kids. We got them. We got them. And I know that was so wrong. I had to repent to my mama some years later. I said, Mama, I'm so sorry, ran that man off. She said, yeah, I was trying to tell you that I was going to get old one day. I said, yeah, you did. God damn it. I was just protecting my... Hey, when you watch your mama get beat by a nigga, and then the new nigga come, the second husband come, and he locked your son in the closet, that's what he was doing to me. Oh, I ain't trusting number 3, because 3 times you're out. You ain't just kill my mother, devil. We good over here. That's out of my head. Because I was unlearned. I wasn't trained. I wasn't taught. No one set me down and said, you can't do that to her. You can't do that to your mother. So my mother had a great life. Her 2 sons, we painted her house, we remodeled, we made sure that she went on cruises. I took her on cruises and everything else. But you know what my mama told me when she turned 70? She said, I just wish I just had a companion. I said, well, you got us. She said, until y'all got to go home. You going home to your wife. He's going home to his girlfriend. What am I going home to? I said, Mom, I know one mistake. You want to come up to the house that night? Who gonna be in my bed? You my son. I can go buy you a stuffed animal. My mom, say it again. I said, I'm sorry. I said, Mom, you really by yourself? You feel lonely? You know we come over all the time? She said, yeah. I just want companionship. I just want somebody to play cards. I said, you play cards? I said, yes, but you're my son. And I've been her protector so long, because I ain't no mama's boy at all. I'm my mother's protector. That I thought I was. I protected her and put her in a cage. And I felt so bad. I'm like, Mom, I'm so sorry. She said, baby, you meant good, but your good didn't do good. I said, you're right. But I weep in front of my mom. She said, it's okay. She said, because I know from your heart, you want to see me go through the stuff that I was going through. She said, but you would have to, one, trust God. And trust your mama knows she doing. You just didn't trust either. I said, nah, you're right, I didn't. I didn't think God was that concerned enough because he let it happen twice. So I said, I got this. You made me to defend people. First person I was defending is my mother, period. I didn't even pray to God no more about it. Didn't care what he was going to tell me at the time. Because I see my mama go through it twice. I'm not supposed to go through that no more. That's what I said. I should have trusted. I should have trusted my mom. Had to go through some areas of her life to know how to get the right kind of guy. I just didn't trust she knew how to pick them. She picked 2 great sons. But she had 2 great sons. Yes, I did. And so, I told anybody, when she turned 7 on her certain birthday, I got up and I said, hey, let me apologize. I openly apologized to about 200 people. And people weeping and crying said, thank you for your tears, but I need you all not to cry for this. I need you all to pray for sons like me that just don't know how to do anything but to protect their family. Because sometimes we can be overly protective. Let's pray for that. Because I am that to my mother. I was overly protective. I said, but today I release her. If she wants to date anyone, if anybody in this room has an interest towards her, you would not get a call from me. I would not bother you, and I would not do no harm to you. I just ask one thing. Don't do no harm to my mother. Please, don't do that. Make your mistakes. Do you do. I have your arguments. But keep your hands off my mother. And I'm good. Unfortunately, Mama said to me, and then some of the men that was interested in her. No. Some of the men that was interested in her I lost interest. I was scared of him. Understood. I even called a couple of them back and said, hey, I was wrong. Please forgive me. And it was like, man, I was trying to figure out, like, wow. Yeah, I wasn't that way with my mom. And one of them told me he wasn't, and his mom got murdered by the guy. And I was like, wow. Listen, I'm trying to hear that. He said, so I understood what you was doing. You were doing it from a good place in your heart. But, you know, I wasn't going to ever do that to your mother. If you would have had a talk with me, you would have known that I would do the same thing. I was going to protect you. But now, I moved on. I have another legacy in my life. I said, understand. My mom's 85 now. So, you know, I'm there when she called. My brother's there when she called. I'm glad I'm able to do that. But I wish I wouldn't have did that to her. So I told y'all, I'm a good guy. I got faults though. I got things about me. I'm very extremely overprotective of who I love. I am to a fault. I'm learning. I am really trying to learn how not to be like that with everyone. But I've watched the women in my family and the women that I'm close to be so wronged. I just got this thing about me that I just believe I can save everybody. And I know I can't. I damn well be trying to. But I had to realize with my mom, he's saving you because sometimes put you in prison, put you in a cage. And that's not right. So I'm learning. And guess what? As I learn, I share. Right? As I learn, I share. I win, we win. Y'all win, I win. We win together, right? King out.